Well, hello. After a long time of not being online, it is December 14th, 2021, my birthday. And we have now been living in Gallatin for since July 23rd is when we arrived here. And all of the ward members here came and helped us unload on Pioneer Day, July 24th. Anyway, we live in a beautiful little home, and we feel extremely blessed by God in bringing us to this place. It hasn't come without its challenges, and Barbie has been quite homesick for the Pacific Northwest. The beautiful trees, and even with the rain and the gloominess in the wintertime, it is still a very beautiful place. And we miss seeing our kids there a little bit more often. But as what's interesting to me is Barbie has developed a daily call communication with Missy. And Missy always calls at the same time every morning. Most of the time, unless she's going to physical therapy or something like that. And then she calls a little bit earlier, but Barbie always expects a call from Missy every morning. So that's really, really nice to have that daily communication. So Barbie has received a call in the ward. She is now the Relief Society secretary and filling the shoes of someone who did an awful lot. Bless her heart. She did everything, and kind of made it a little bit overwhelming for Barbie to step into those shoes and do all of that. Even though Barbie was a Relief Society president, still this is just a different world out here, and they have ways of doing different things. Our ward boundaries are really large. Even though we have a really nice ward here, and it's right here in the town of Gallatin, our ward boundaries extend probably, I'm guessing 20 miles. No, I'm going to have to go 30 miles south, and from east to west, it's probably 20 miles as well. So it's a very large geographic area. So consequently, communicating with Relief Society is a daunting task because everybody is so remote. But it's no different than, with the Elders Quorum too. Sorry, I'm going to sit down here just a little bit. And, what's I found is really cool. The church has a little app called Gospel Living. And within the Gospel Living app is something called Circles. And the adults here in this area utilize Circles like they do social media. It is really cool. They communicate activities that are going on, service projects that are needed, any type of communication, even questions on, hey, I need some eggs. Where do I find it? Just this last Saturday after our ward Christmas party, which was really beautiful, I sang a couple of songs and cooked 2 large briskets. That was fun. Got the Traeger fired up and ran it for 14 hours. Anyway, I digress. What was I talking about? After the ward party, there was something. Age. It sucks. As President Hinckley said, getting old isn't for sissies. But it was, communicating about everything that happened with the ward party and, just anything, really. Circles is a great little tool to communicate with people around here. But with the Relief Society, there's a lot of sisters in this area that are not technologically savvy. So they don't use email as much. They don't use social media. They don't use the app. They don't have smartphones. There's all kinds of reasons. And so Barbie ends up needing to send out physical letters to people. So it's a big job. It really is. But I love this ward. The people are really engaged. They're always willing to help. And that's just wonderful. I find that true disciples of Christ are found here in Gallatin, Missouri. So let's see, what else has happened? Barbie got a new car, so we weren't driving the truck everywhere and spending gas mileage on that. We finally hit 100,000 miles on that truck. We've owned it since 2016, 2015. Can't remember like that, but so we put 60-something odd thousand miles on it in the 6 years that we've owned it, which isn't bad. I mean, for a 2011, that's okay. She got a 2017 Honda CR-V Touring, and it's nice. Gets 32 miles per gallon, so that's doubling. And it only has like an 11-gallon gas tank, which is pretty cool. So we're feeling blessed. We really are. And because of the blessing that we feel we have, we've been looking around for other opportunities to expand our circle of opportunities to serve or bless. Barbie wanted to get back into the Airbnb business. And so with our help with our friend Trudy, who lives across the street, Trudy Burton, she is a remarkable lady who has lived in this town for 40 some odd years, and she knows everybody, she knows everything, and she has become one of our closest friends here. We love her dearly. But she put us in contact with a lot of other people in this area that have old homes and wanted to either sell them or something. And one of the things that I'm challenged with is that I see these beautiful old homes in this town that have been left abandoned and are going back to nature. And it's sad. I feel like, when you walk into the Humane Society and you just want to rescue all the dogs. I want to rescue all these homes and make them better. And we just don't have the money to do that. But we were able to purchase this little home that you've been seeing me walking around in. And it's a 1920s home that has some really unique features. We closed on it just yesterday, Monday, December 13th, and we paid $12,000 for it. Again, 1,300 square feet on about a 6,000 square foot lot. It's right on the corner of Davies and Mill, and right kitty corner to the local community pool. So let me show you around, just so you can see it. Can I flip this thing around? I guess I can. Anyway. This home originally had 10-foot ceilings in there. And sometime in the last 100 years, they decided to drop that ceiling down to 8 feet. So that's why you see all of those boards up there is what the ceiling tiles were attached to. And the ceiling tiles in this room were like what the Pacific Northwesterners would call beaver board. It's pressed to get I don't know. It's this stuff. It's that stuff. It's just compressed paper, really. So they put that in there. In the kitchen, what used to be the kitchen is this room here, right there. They had styrofoam tiles. Those styrofoam tiles you see on the floor there was what was on the ceiling. And boy, did they get stained over the years with cooking and all that stuff. So this home is, here's the little utility closet with the electrical and the hot water heater. But in here, you can see, you can't really see, but there's the 10-foot ceiling. So what we started gutting this house yesterday. And the other thing about it is these walls that you've been seeing me walking around, lath and plaster walls. And the furnace used to be right here in this corner. And you can see the people who owned this before did what they could to put ducting in there. So they run round, uninsulated ducting through holes in the walls that they made. Rather than putting it above there, they just ran it below. And so there was an octopus of ducting running into different rooms. But as we've continued to investigate and check out this fun little house, really, we discovered today that this house was only a 1-bedroom, 1-bath when it was originally built in 1920. So this room I'm standing in, and I'll back out a little bit here. This room here, where the furnace was, used to be the bedroom. And then over the years, they added this room right in here. And so this is on the north side. And that little cubby that you see over there used to be a window that would look out to a patio that was on that side of the house. And then there was a closet here that I think they added that too. Anyway, and then a little bit later on, they took the patio that was over here and they made another room out of that. So this doesn't have a 10-foot ceiling. It just has a patio ceiling, which is not very tall. But this was the only challenging thing that we discovered. So this is not the challenge, but you can see the original exterior cedar planks that they had there. But they put foam insulation, kind of foam insulation here. But it was this that we discovered. Termites. So we had to call an exterminator today who's going to come over and tomorrow, Thursday, and take a look and see whether it's still active or whatever. So that was the front patio. And then they had this back patio back here too that they turned into another room. And this was more of a utility room. They had their laundry right there. And it was leaky over the years. You can kind of see the floor has started to have its share of problems. And I sometimes wonder, what were those people thinking? But I have to recognize that I'm thinking from 2021's perspective versus 1920's perspective. These people were doing the best they could with what they had, with what little money they had. So the back door here, 30-inch door. And it's got holes in it. I don't know if you can see the sunshine coming through the cracks in the door. So we're going to end up making part of this room into a very small bedroom for one of our grandkids who might be coming next year. And making that fun. Right here, just because I'll show you. There's the attic access up there. Very tall. And did I show you the pocket doors? 1920s pocket doors right here with a skeleton key right there. And we're going to keep those. We're going to put them back together again and use them. So our thoughts on that were that the pocket doors actually were the bedroom door, and they were able to lock those and close off the bedroom, and of course they had their bathroom back here. I didn't show you the bathroom. This is the bathroom. So this would have been the original bathroom, and it's a mess, but hey, that's okay. So we're gonna do all kinds of fun stuff with this house. I'm thinking we'll get rid of the drop ceiling, take it back to the 10-foot ceilings. I went up into the attic today, and the attic, the roof is so tall. This roof is like a 12-12 pitch, but it's so tall that there's room enough in the attic to build another bedroom, like 14 by 14. There's so much space up there. It's unbelievable, but there's very little insulation. So wintertime is here. It's December, and luckily we haven't had significant cold yet. But because of the lack of insulation up there, this house is going to get super cold. So, and there's a crawl space under it, and I've been down there 3 times. Gross. Anyway, so we are truly blessed, and thank God for the wonderful blessings that He gives to us each day. Still wondering, what His ultimate plan is for us here. I can't help but continue to wonder if it's to help somebody who needs help, whether that's Trudy, our good friend, or some of our ward members who just need whatever Barbie and I can provide. I don't know what that is, but we are blessed. So there's the update. I showed Barbie the first video that I posted back in Longview. What was that, 5 months ago? Gosh. And she goes, "Why haven't you made more videos? What's up with you, Marty?" Sorry. I'll try to do better. That's why God made repentance, right? Love you all. Merry Christmas.